Aji dunia sopte manukan International Women's Day mani thagya nishina Women Entrepreneurs Network Nagaland bi itulaga din manaishe. Hotel Saramati de Nagaland pro women entrepreneurs kan taikan bikai thagya products bi display kurishe. Abi details sabo.
Women have always been at the forefront of our society, shaping families, economies, and protecting our culture. In the northeastern region, if you look at, the role is even more pronounced, as they have been the backbone of agriculture. You talk about any activity, craftsmanship, entrepreneurship, community development, even to conflict resolution. Now we are looking at the ladies, who earlier we call them the weaker sex. We are looking towards women, the mothers associations. We know their contribution. Whether we recognize their contribution or not is a different thing, but we know their contribution in conflict resolution, particularly in the Northeast. From the weavers of Nagaland who preserve our cultural heritage to the progressive women farmers and entrepreneurs who drive and sustain the development, women in this region have continuously demonstrated their innovativeness and resilience. Despite these contributions, many still face barriers such as limited access to credit, markets, technology, skill development, which often hinder their economic potential. As we all know, in our state, women still face discrimination, particularly in land ownership, access to land, and politics. At NABARD, we believe that women are the backbone of rural transformation. There can't be any rural development or development of the nation without women left behind.
But if they group together, say like NABARD has got this joint liability group, if they group together with 4 or 5 people, then they perform much better, even if it is poultry or piggery or even agriculture farming. So which means we need to collectivize, form into groups, and then march forward to progress and development.
I would say that to bridge this gap, we have the Access of Justice project is ongoing through this Legal Services Authority, from the Supreme Court level, at the national level, to the state, to the district level. But I believe with limited resources and manpower, the Legal Services Authority also trying to bridge the gap. But it also requires, commitment from the grassroots also. How willing are they to learn more? And I think, I feel like inclusion of, basic laws in the school syllabus is also very important. That's what I feel. Because laws are made to, for the protection for each and every one of us. It should not be made to burden us, but to help us. So unless the person knows, even the basic, knows that they cannot, exercise, even if their rights are violated, they will not be aware of, and they will not know where to go.
For me, I think the role of a woman in business to capture more beyond what we are doing is to be more inclusive. As Sir said, if an individual, if I alone cannot, revamp the whole picture of Nagaland, but if I collaborate, so collaboration is the urgent call for the women entrepreneurs, especially in Nagaland, that we need to team up. We need to come up. If one person is making a product, let the other person do the packaging, let the other person do the marketing. The Nagaland market is very small, but the market is the talent that we need to do is, there's a lot of scope for us to capture, not within Nagaland but beyond. But the only urgent call I feel to be associated with so many women entrepreneurs, I feel that we need to team up, we need to collaborate, not because our fusion is doing so much, so we won't collaborate with Runway, or we won't collaborate with Nagabol, or not like that, but we need to come up. When we collaborate, we excel